Hello guys. Okay, so we have another haul video for you today, and this one was really fun. So this one was, I actually popped into Value Village for just a couple of minutes yesterday because I thought it was before the Seahawks game. Today's Monday. It was before the Seahawks game, and so I had just about like an hour and a half to just run to the thrift store, see what was happening, and then go pick up lunch for me and my husband. So that was my goal yesterday, and good gravy did I actually achieve that goal. Holy crap, I got a good haul. I'm really proud of this haul. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. So the first thing that I got there, and it might have been like the second or third thing, I don't remember, but this one blows my mind because this one was $1.59 is what I got him for. And generally speaking, guys, Value Village is so overpriced. It's ridiculous. I never have problems finding things in there. It's always a problem paying for things because I don't want to pay $15 for something that I'm gonna only be able to resell for $25. So, but yesterday, I don't know who they had do the pricing, but they should stick with that. They'll make more sales that way. So this guy I think is really cool. Oh, fair warning, clown coming up. Sorry. Clown. I apologize if you're afraid of clowns, but this guy's actually he's a friendly clown. We had a good conversation. He's a friendly clown. But he has porcelain feet. So I don't know if you guys can hear that, but he's got porcelain feet, he's got a porcelain head, he's got porcelain hands, and then he's got, I believe it's a porcelain belly area. It's hard right here. I think he's got thin porcelain legs, a porcelain pot belly, so you guys can actually, you can see his pot belly down in his trousers. It's pretty cute. But up here, I think he's just cotton. I think he's stuffed with cotton, but I think his whole body might be porcelain. So I think he's got like a porcelain frame on the inside that they've stuffed cotton around to kind of fill him out just a little bit. But in any case, he's got a huge bow. He's very well made. I think he might be from the 40s. He's dirty, but otherwise, he's in great condition. Even the paint on his face is still pretty. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. The paint on his face still looks pretty good. I do feel like his tongue should be painted red, but it doesn't look like it was ever painted red. So I think maybe we're okay on that one. And he does still have a made in Taiwan sticker. So I've got to do a little bit of research on him, but there we go. Made in Taiwan. Upside down, but made in Taiwan. I have to do a little bit of research on him. I did some brief research on Etsy and eBay, and I didn't find one exactly like him. I found some that are kind of similar. So I just need to keep trucking, keep looking. If you guys have ever seen this guy before, let me know. I love him though. I think he's pretty great. Anyways, I got him for $1.50. It might have been $1.57 actually. And he is going to retail for anywhere between $30 and $50 unless I find out he is epically amazing. But the fact that he has a made in Taiwan sticker tells me probably not epically amazing, probably fairly mass produced. But I'm very excited for him. I think he's really cool. All right. Next thing is my new Star Wars glass. Now I am going to be reselling this, but if you didn't know me, there we go, Return of the Jedi. This is a vintage 1983 Burger King glass, and if you don't know me now. Huge Star Wars fan, huge. We watch it every single year for Christmas. We've been doing that for years. I've been watching it with my dad since I was like, well, I was born in 1983, so probably since I was able to watch movies, I've been watching all of the Star Wars films. So anyways, this glass features Leia and Jabba and all of your Cantina friends. And it's got a little, it was actually supposed to be in a set of 4, and each set of 4 has a little synopsis for what's happening in that movie. So this one has the synopsis. This is in perfect condition, which is bizarre because it's actually it's applied paint, but it's not hand done, but it would scratch in a heartbeat. This paint would scratch. It feels like t-shirt paint or like acrylic paint that you'd go to Michael's and buy. So whoever gets this needs to take very good care of it. We don't have a lot of room in our kitchen, hence the reason I'm going to be giving this up. In addition, in my house, when we have something, we use it, and I would hate to see this glass used. So that would make me very sad because I just don't think it would, I don't think it would make it being used. It needs to be used for something that's not gonna hurt it, like, you know, a little miniature desk planter, something along those lines, something where you can enjoy the Jabba and not, you know, mess them up. So there's that. Okay. Oh, this one I did pay up for. This one was $4. It was $3.99. A single glass in this set retails for about $15. The full set retails for about $35 to $45. So you do pay a little bit more for the singles because usually you have the set and one broke and you're trying to replace it, so you pay up for those just a little bit. So I think I'm gonna list this one at about $15 and see how it goes from there. Like I've said in the past, guys, I tend to list higher, and then as things come up for renewal, I'll reassess the pricing and move down from there. So things generally will stay up at a high price on my site for about 3 months. And if it hasn't sold after 3 months, I start lowering the price just slightly. Okay, this I thought was pretty darn cool. I was a little bit depressed when I looked up the comps on it after I left the store and found out that although it is beautiful, it doesn't sell for a whole lot. But it was a 2-piece set, so it's a little strawberry set. I'll put it back together and show you. Strawberry set, and it's a nice big sugar jar or candy jar, cookie jar, however you want to do it. But it would be beautiful to keep on your counter for spring. It has 0 signatures, and it's got one little bump on the bottom, but you honestly can't see it from the top. So I'm okay with that, and I'll make sure that that's in the listing and people know about that. It does need a good cleaning, which I will handle. But otherwise, it's a beautiful little strawberry pot. I do believe there was supposed to be a second one with it, but we only have this one, so I'll be retailing this for probably around $20. I did get it for $6.99, so I'm going a little bit on the higher price when I list it. The only ones that I can find online so far are in sets, and they retail for about $55. So I think $20 is going to be a nice price tag for someone who wants to complete their set or add another strawberry, or who doesn't want both of them in the collection. But that's what kind of tells me that that's a sugar jar and not really a cookie jar, because there are 2 of them. So it's probably sugar and, you know, rice or something, you know, what are two things that you keep on your desk. So this one got me. This one got me, but I still like him. I think he might be from the 90s, so he's still kind of vintage. But he's a ceramic Santa dude. He's a ceramic Santa dude. But when I did look him up online, I did find out that he is fairly modern, made in China, could be a dollar store item. I don't know, but I think he might be 90s because this guy has some use to him. He has some wear to him, but I did find identical ones online with made in China stickers and the big old SKUs, you know, very dollar store reminiscent kind of a thing. But I think he's painted absolutely beautiful. He needs to be cleaned up just a little bit. You can see there's a lot of dust and dirt on him. So I'll be cleaning him up. But otherwise, he's actually, look at those eyes. They're so cute. So, and his little rosy cheeks, I think he's adorable. I'll probably be listing him for about 10 bucks. I paid $1.27. It was $1.20 something. I had all of this stuff listed, written down. I just don't have it in front of me. So I believe I paid about $1.27 for him. So not too major, and I can still make a little bit of a profit. So yeah, this is another one that I'm a little bit confused on. I'm on the fence for this one. So this is a little wooden toy cat. I got him for $2.99, so it's $3. I feel like he was made to look old. So there's that, but at the same time, there's a lot of legit old things about him. He's got a big old crack running down his back. The screws are old-ish, and I don't know, he seems very well made. The wood doesn't seem new. I don't know, he's got cracks and the paint is kind of peeling in some areas. He's got another crack in his paw. I just feel like maybe he's been around the block, but maybe he's not as old as he was made to look. You know what I mean? So maybe he was done in like the 70s or the 80s, made to look like he was turn of the century. I'm thinking that's where we're falling on this one. Again, I need to do a little bit more research, but these kind of cat toys on wheels, if they're vintage, will sell for between $30 and $50 on Etsy. And again, if you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I know a lot of people say go off of eBay comps when you're selling. I don't. The only time I go off of an eBay comp is if I'm only going to be selling on eBay. But the majority of my stuff, I actually sell on Etsy first. I like the Etsy marketplace better. So I generally sell on Etsy first and then cross post to eBay. So I tend to make most of my sales at a higher price tag on Etsy, which is what I prefer. So I tend to look at Etsy comps first, and then, like I said, go down slowly in pricing as we move on. Okay, so these two are also a little bit more new. I only paid $1.50 for the two of these together. And I think they might be Hallmark. I did find the ducks and they were listed somewhere else as Hallmark ducks. And they look pretty darn new based on the bases. So this is the first set. It's a little salt and pepper shaker set. It's little ducklings. And you can take a look at, there's no corkage or anything. It's literally just a brand new plastic stopper. So I'll probably be listing these on eBay for around the $10 mark. I gotta do a little bit more research on them, but I thought they were cute. They're gonna be great when Easter's coming up. And these guys also came in the same bag. It was one of those little wall bags hanging online. So they're just little wellies, little porcelain wellies. And again, they have pretty much the exact same stoppers as the other ones. So either these stoppers were replaced by the owners, because these did come in the same bag. So I'm thinking maybe they could have been owned by the same person. These do have some wear on the top of them, so they have been loved. But I'm thinking either the stoppers were replaced at the same time by the owners, or they were both bought from Hallmark. But again, and we talked about this in the past, you can look at the edges of a lot of these porcelain items. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's trying. It's trying. All right, so do you see the edges and how they've been, you can tell that they're a little bit dirty. They've been sat down and picked up. Hello. Thank you. They've been set down and picked up multiple times, which tells me that these little rubber booties have seen some use. They're porcelain, by the way, but they're supposed to be, you know, little rubber booties. So that tells me that those have seen some use. So yeah, I don't know how modern they are. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on those guys, but that's the name of the game. And honestly, the research is my favorite part. I love researching things. I could just sit there and research all of my finds and never sell them and be perfectly happy. Yeah. I'm perfectly homeless, but perfectly happy. Okay, this, hopefully most of you guys will recognize, is Monsieur Tommy Pickles. So these, I loved Rugrats when I was a kid. I'm sure most of you guys did as well. I watched Real Monsters, Rocko's Modern Life, Ren and Stimpy, the Rugrats, Nicktoons had it going on. So I was super excited when I found some Tommy Pickles cereal bowls. We have two of them. This one has a little bit more wear. Someone could not eat correctly. Children. But you can see there are a couple of little dots on his mouth. Those are not weirdly placed teeth that Tommy was getting in. Those are scratches in the paint. And in addition, there is a little bit of scratching around the side of the bowl as well. These are made of melamine. They are by the Zack Designs Ink Company, and they were done in 1997 for Viacom, who owned all of those cartoons that I was just talking about. So I absolutely adore them. I have already listed these online for $14, along with the clown. I listed a clown. I listed the Star Wars thing. I listed a couple things last night. I was busy, forgot. But anyways, so Tommy Pickles has been listed, and it's a set of two, so it'd be perfect to use and keep in your pantry. Again, these probably shouldn't be machine washed at all. Machine washed, you know, put them through the tumbler, they'll be great. These shouldn't be dish washed because it will scratch the paint. They should be hand washed with the soft side of the brush, but otherwise they're perfectly good for eating on. In fact, it does say, oh, Spokane. I'm from Kirkland, so they're from Spokane, Washington, not for microwave use, dishwasher safe, top rack, Taiwan. So it does say it's good in the dishwasher. I recommend not doing it just because you want to, you know, keep the beauty of these. And dishwasher, even if it says it's dishwasher safe, does run things out over time. It does scratch it and nick it over time. Okay, moving on. Santa Claus. These are vintage Santa Claus playing cards from 1995, I believe. 1995. So it's got both sets. The sets have been opened, but I've double checked and all of the cards are inside. That's the back of them. The front of them is, one of them features Santa Claus with his toys in his hand, drinking a Coke, and then the other one is Santa Claus with the toys at his feet. and they're green and red. It also came with a 1995 Coca-Cola calendar, so that's being included in the tin as well. But it's just a really pretty little tin. It'd be fun to bust out during, you know, when people come over at Christmas time. You know, you can play a little Christmas war going down. Okay. Moving on, I think I got these for like $1.59. They resell for about $14 if they're complete sets. They resell for about $20 if they're unopened. These are open, so we'll probably put them at about 14-ish or so. Okay, so the owl, prices were really good yesterday. Guys, I'm not even kidding. Okay, so this is a really beautiful heavy brass owl. It still has its green velvet on the bottom, probably from the 70s. I did find some comps online. I got him for, I think, a little under $2. And he will resell for anywhere between $10 and $15. So not expensive, but I'm a brass addict. I love brass. I love it. So, so I was really excited, and I used to collect owls. I don't anymore. I'm actually more of a rhino gal, but yay, owls. So that is pretty darn awesome. I'm saving the best for last, by the way, guys. All right, so we still have 3 more things. So this is a vintage 1995 Campbell soup mug. It is perfect for drinking, slurping, eating tomato soup. It's amazing. And it says it's 1998, not 1995, 1998, and trademarks licensed by Campbell Soup Company, all rights reserved. And it's just got the cute little Campbell Soup Sailor Kid on the front. Like I said, I listed him yesterday. I got him for $1.99 and listed him for $13 plus shipping and handling. So that should give a, you know, nice little tenner, basically. Okay, this one is really cool. Vintage ceramic kitty cat. So this one's got some really beautiful crazing. I know a lot of people don't like crazing. I love it. If you take care of the product, the crazing just adds to the vintage and adds to the beauty. But he is an absolutely beautiful little vintage tabby cat. What I love about him is he's beautifully made. You can see all of his stripes and lines on the back. On the bottom, it is stamped Japan. So it's got a Japan sticker. Or a Japan stamp, excuse me. And then what I love about it is it still has its 79-cent Woolworths stamp. I love that because my grandma used to be a buyer for Woolworths in Texas. So I thought that was really fun. But she's just a really beautiful little tabby. So if you are a tabby lover, I highly recommend her. All right, last but not least, my mystery chickens, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we have 2 really beautiful chickens. I got them both for $8 together, so they're $4 a piece. Now here, and I know all of you are probably screaming at the screen right now that these are Royal Copley. I hear you. Shut up. Okay, so the reason I cannot say that these are Royal Copley is there's no sticker, no Royal Copley sticker on the bottom, but also, if you look at all of the Royal Copley black and white chickens, which there are only like 2 or 3 online, but if you look at them, they all have the chickens standing on a little green grassy hill. These chickens have, and I like these better, these chickens have big old fuzzy black feet. So I love them. But I cannot say who they're from. And there were a couple of people in the group that I'm on online who said the exact same thing. They said, you know what? I grew up with those chickens with the black feet. My grandmother had those chickens with the black feet. None of them still have the sticker on them. There's just no way for us to tell who they are. So there was another guy that had these chickens posted online, and he was very honest. He said they were in the Royal Copley style. But he also had them listed for like $10. And I'm sorry, but these are magnificent. They're worth more than $10. So I will not be going based off of his assessment of the chickens, but good for him for saying that they are Royal Copley in style, and I will be probably doing that exact same thing. They're both in pretty darn good condition, although there is one chip at the back of this tinier chicken's tail. And then I did notice very similar, and it looks like someone may have colored them in with Sharpie, but it works really, really well actually. You don't notice it until, there you go. So there's another chip right there at the bottom, but again, you can't really see it until you're actually looking for something. But otherwise, they are in absolutely great condition. So that is it for that haul, guys. Essentially, we spent about probably 50, I think we spent about $51 on all of this stuff, and it's going to easily retail, especially with the clown and the cat and the Star Wars, it's going to retail for roughly around $250 to $300 depending on, you know, how well we do. So anyways, that's it. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want anything, make sure you're checking out the Etsy store, which I have listed below. If you don't see something listed, shoot me a message, because I am trying to get these up as fast as I possibly can, but they take me a little while. So yeah, so just let me know and I will be happy to get them up and shoot you a link. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.